Howdy, folks. This Sheriff Mick Ruby from MUFC Realist TV. I'm so sorry we're a little bit late. We had some technical problems, but we do have a cracking show. Lordy, lordy, lordy. And I do have my deputies in the background. They are ready to tell you. They have the powder dry. They're going to tell you who they're going to throw in jail and who gets a free jail pass. Are you guys ready? Tonight, we're going to shoot the sheriff.
Good morning, good afternoon, bada bing, bush, bush, bush. It's Monday. I think we will slap you with 3-1. Feel like, you're feeling more confident.
Slightly more confident. No offense, no. But, yeah, to beat these guys.
It's an hour for me with Bruno.
Going on Trafford, Jaden's the right, what a clearance. He's had a check. Goal.
Hello to my little friend.
How you doing, mate?
Yeah, got you there, didn't I? It's sheriff night, isn't it? I shot the sheriff, but I still got my deputies. How you doing, boys? This is Mick Ruby from MUFC Realist TV. I'm not your sheriff, and I'm not your bounty hunter. But sure, tonight we're not going to keep the powder dry. The scene is set, the graphics is done, and I have my deputies. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Phil Standish. How you doing?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Pleased to know this is not the introduction of a new boy band. You'll be all right. Pleased to hear.
Oh, that's fantastic, mate. We have a cracking show, and I have Mr. Sherminator.
Hello there.
Terminator. The most meanest sheriff in town, actually, I would say. Don't mess with him, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Nile, how you doing, sir? Mr.
Not bad.
Oh, the only balls you're good on slinging is that balls, man. The mood is good. So I just want to start by welcoming everyone into the show. Before we keep going, man, take a breath, take a pause. There's like and subscribe buttons. There's shares, there's notifications. Please, please, please spread this video. We want as many viewers as possible tonight, right? No, boys, we got 1 hour to debunk who is in jail and who gets a free jail card and what will be the score prediction. We will also have a funny duel as well. Guys, be prepared. Are you prepared? Yeah, I will start with you. I would go down with Deputy Phil, Mr. Football Philosophy. How's the mood today?
Yeah, not bad, thanks. Quite positive, actually. I'm feeling really positive ahead of tomorrow's game. Really looking forward to it. I just feel that the way we've been playing recently, we've been playing some great football, just not finishing off the chances that we're creating. Yep. And I think it's just going to come tomorrow night at Old Trafford. I feel like the floodgates are going to open, and I feel that there's going to be a glut of goals.
How about that $4, sir?
And I don't mean against behind the hair either. I mean for United, just to clarify that.
Yep, fair enough. I will go up to Sherminator, Mr. Terminator. How's your mood?
What, for tomorrow?
No, in general, yeah.
The general, I'm ecstatic after the Chelsea game. I feel we deserve the win like everyone else. I feel when I'm seeing all these Chelsea fans talking about their Champions League game, was it yesterday, and they won and all this, and they're like, oh, we're so good with this and that. I'm like, nah, sit back down. Sit back down. We showed you how to play football for 35 minutes. Yeah, you're not at that stage yet. Sit back down. Get about tomorrow. If Ronaldo plays, I'm not going to say he's going to get a hat trick because I don't want to jinx it. But if he's back with the spirits, and and I think if Donny van de Beek plays tomorrow, it'll be better for Ronaldo in the link up.
Any Penaldo jokes or anything you can share with the audience? Yeah, I heard you're pretty good at it, mate.
We could leave that for later, but there's Penandes's, the penalties and everything. You want a Fernandez joke?
I want a Fernandez joke. Come on, give it to me.
Let's give you a Fernandez.
Just give it to me, Mickey Blue. I want that.
All right, let's give you one of the jokes. Ready? Oh, you wanted Penaldo, right? Okay.
Penaldo.
So I was working in an iPhone store in Norwich when a man came. He said, "Give me hat trick, or I'll destroy your store." I said no, and he started to smash the phones in the store. I immediately screamed, "Important game," and he disappeared. Shame on you, Penaldo, for ruining my store.
Oh man, where's the edit button?
Start again. Caught. Start again.
Can we?
I can't believe you begged for that, Mick.
Oh God!
I know.
Yeah, no.
I got 80
What a
more, by
nice
the way.
break, 18 more. Oh,
All
we
good.
have 1 hour show.
For another day.
Hang on to
One
Niall.
every day. I'll save this. Yeah.
Oh, what a way to start. Talk
With
for
apology.
Niall. Sorry, guys. Please, guys, there's engage with us. You can please drop your likes. If you really rate that joke, let us know. Let it rip in that comment, right? Let it rip.
Yeah, drop all your Fernandez
Drop
jokes.
Drop a bomb. Just do it now. Bomb it. Niall, Mr. Footy, talk football.
Yeah, man.
How you going, mate? You good?
I was all right until that joke. Nice to meet you, Phil, as well. I've not seen you before, mate.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you, pal.
mate. It's good to meet you.
Yeah. Other than my kid hiding my AirPods, I'm all right, mate.
Yeah, you're right.
Looking forward to it. Bit disappointed about the optimism that we had with Spurs and Chelsea now that Varane's questionable and Maguire's back in the lineup. But other than that, bring it on. Hope to see Donny tomorrow.
Yeah.
Get some minutes.
There's all this talk about. I've missed the press conference today. I've been out all day and I've not had a chance at all to watch a minute of it. Everyone's talking about Donny and is
his training?
Is Penades said he's going to be back?
He said he's not. He's going to be more than back. He said you're going to see a new Donny. You're going to see a Donny that's been better than ever. You're going to see a better Donny than at Ajax. I'm promising you, you won't understand what you're going to see. We've been working very hard to get him fit and this and that. And it sounds exactly like this player is just going to come in and slot next to Eriksen or slot next to Bruno, and it's just going to work wonders.
Nah, he's got to be next to Casemiro.
You reckon?
Nah, he's in a midfield 3.
Yeah,
Right.
Casemiro and Donny in the centre with Bruno head.
So meaning resting Eriksen, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I
No.
said to you yesterday, Mick, about resting Eriksen, but I didn't know Donny was available. I couldn't work out who to put in his place.
Did we say
won't-
resting Eriksen?
He won't be resting him. They'll get minutes though. He'll be
Yeah.
Donny when he gets his minutes. He'll be beside Casemiro, I think.
No, I'm excited. I want to see Donny play. Donny van de Beek.
Yeah,
Donny van de Beek. La 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 la. Yeah, of course.
I really want Donny to be successful at United.
Yeah.
I mean, he came with the right attitude. There was other clubs who were after him. He came absolute burst into go. He's had 2 or 3 managers now already in this short space of time. He's been to different clubs. He's been shipped about. We've seen what he did at Ajax under Ten Hag in the past. We know what he can do again. And if we bought him based on that, and Ten Hag saying you're going to see a new and improved Donny, then all be it. I mean, maybe he's bigging him up, maybe he's giving him the great era he is sort of thing. But fantastic if he is. Let's get behind it.
I hope so. I've been waiting so long for it. So long for him.
Yeah.
We just need some options as well. Even if he's like as 40 minutes, good game, and then he goes off the boil a bit at half time, give him till 60th minute, bring him off, or if he, give him a chance. What I don't want to see is him brought on in the 75th minute, 80th minute when he's got no chance to get into the game or anything, whether it's over and won or not. I want to see him have whoever plays who hasn't been playing. I want them to have plenty of
free Donny, like I was saying. Wicked.
I mean,
free Donny, exactly. Yeah. Well, he wasn't free, but we will free him now.
free, set.
Is Maguire back as well? Then is he said he's going to be in the starting lineup?
Yeah, I'm just reading the transcript now from the presser because I did follow it. And regarding Ronaldo, Rafael Varane, he said Cristiano will be in the squad tomorrow. Rafael Varane isn't. He'll be out of the World Cup. The prognosis that we have is to see how it develops, right? Regarding Harry Maguire, Donny van de Beek, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, he said Harry, Donny, Aaron, all in training in preparation for tomorrow. After training, we will make a decision. So basically, we will see tomorrow, right? But they're all fit and fighting. They are kind of get out of jail, I think. When asked about Pellistri and his involvement, he said he was injured for a long period of time, bad injury. He's now returning, so we have a young players in the offensive positions. They have to battle to convince me they deserve to be in the team. This is what I like,
Nice. Like that.
Yeah, they have to battle to convince me they deserve to be in the team. Now,
to me, that says he already isn't convinced about him. But
yeah. Now, regarding Captain Harriet, or Harriet, Captain Harriet. They asked about what is Maguire's situation in Manchester United. He answered he's got a role to play on his way back from injury, and now he has to get back to these games. I understand England's interest, but we look at United. We have to get the right results. It is always about performance, about presentation. He's a great player, great capabilities to do the job for us.
So what we want is a nice 3-0, 40, 50th minute.
Yeah. Then he was asked about the transfer.
You can bring his subs on, Garnacho, Iqbal, Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, bring them all on. Give them the minutes and give everybody else the rest ahead of West Ham.
And then he was asked about the January transfer window, about Frimpong and stuff like that. And, but the gaffer never...
And he said, we don't talk about players from other clubs. And I've not seen
but that is what pisses me off, right? You're privileged as sitting there, invited to the press conference. The gaffer is not going to answer the questions. Why are you asking it for?
Yeah.
You're pushing your luck,
Hey, it was just like that article from The Athletic today that I commented on, saying all the things that... was he called Van der Gerg? Is it something? Our assistant manager. I can never say it right.
Van der Gerg.
Yeah, saying about all the things that he's done, blah blah blah. Like you could just shorten that Athletic and just put Van der Gerg is the assistant manager because that's what they're supposed to do anyway. They're just listing off everything he's done. Like, what's the point? Just a pointless article. He's doing what he should bloody do.
Maybe it's because the previous assistant managers haven't done too much.
Well, yeah.
So we are seeing something. Do you know what I mean? So
I mean, Phil. To be fair, mate, they did put the cones out on the training ground.
Well, I'm a coach for under 11s, and I put cones out.
Yeah, you're not the assistant manager for a senior Premier League team, are you?
All right, not bad aside.
Oh yeah, no dick out.
Mr. Phil Cones.
Yes, like it.
That's another one that's run out of the radar. Where the hell is Phil Jones, by the way?
He's gone
in hospital somewhere.
He's done.
He's done.
We're paying for his private health bill.
I feel sorry for the bloke, but anyway, he's got the best job in the world. Like, what is he getting? 150K per week for doing nothing.
But has he got the best job in the world? Do you know what I mean? If you're a true professional and you can't get in the squad, you can't get off the bench. You every time you look for your name in an article, it's someone skitting you or taking a sarcastic approach to a facial expression you've pulled, or he's gone for the ball. Or something like that, you know what I mean? It is the easiest job, but is it the easiest job? I remember reading Michael Carrick's biography. And when you read it really opens your mind to the abuse that players deal with and what they take home and how it really impacts them. And we don't know. We've slated Lingard and stuff in the past, not on this show because this is post Lingard. But we also believe that he went through a lot off the pitch. And at the end of the day, there are human beings that we're talking about.
Yeah.
So
at least with Phil Jones, it's easier because half of the time he's at least injured, so he can't get in that team anyway. But those players that are happy to just sit on the bench and not play any minutes every week, happy to take their money. Nah, screw it. I couldn't do it, man. I mean, I've done training nowhere near to the level of Premier League, and that was intense. You're having to do that every day at training to get no reward. Because let's face it, the reward isn't the money. The reward is playing on that pitch on a Saturday. You're not playing on that pitch every Saturday. What's the point? How can you just sit there and
on the subs bench?
Yeah, but how can you just sit there and take money and not play all the work you put in every week for nothing? Because that's what it is. Basically, you're training for your wage instead of playing for your wage. Screw that.
Right. But thing is that every time he's come on, you can see that he's playing for the shirt. He's very passionate. The few times that he came on, I think he came on a few times last year, but he did well.
Jones, he does well. He does well. He's got these errors in him, but so is everybody else. And I think he's got such a bad name now. I'm not saying he's got a chance to recover himself because there is too many good players ahead of him or better players ahead of him. That's what I would say better.
Phil Jones is Martinez's role model. Did you see that header he did the other day? Martinez just threw himself in front of it.
Yeah,
Phil Jones, mate, just threw his body on the line with his head first. He's well been learning from Phil Jones.
He's more like that, though.
No, he had a normal face, but
Martinez is much more like, I'm going to kill you. Where's
He's
Phil
like,
Jones?
"No."
I thought you were going to talk about the famous other Casemiro face, but I didn't want to say that that nasty words that everyone on the
Yeah,
internet
you've been
is
banned
saying.
from that one. We've
Yeah,
had our words.
it starts with. It's like coming from behind, but and adding from the face, kind of thing. Yeah, but
Oh, it's not the weekend already, is it?
no. Come on, man. It's not like Jesse Lingard singing, "Where's me jumper? Where's me jumper?"
Love that Manc accent, mate.
No. No, in general, the mood, I think I'm coming to midweek, and this is where you see the most, giddy me, right? So I'm always like, warming up on Wednesdays. That means that even if we lost the game, I would be really bitchy to Wednesday, but then I'm starting to sort of look forward for the weekend, and just I got a little bit excited because Phil was texting me, "Hey, I got some tickets for tomorrow's game," and I instantly start looking for flights, like I don't. Damn, but too short notice because I live in Sweden, so I got to go from Ryanair flights directly, crappy out Ryanairs. You know what I mean?
I live in Manchester, Phil.
Other flights are available.
You got 2 Manchester lads. You don't have to fly.
Yeah, to be honest now, as it stands, my wife and son are going with me.
I'm only joking, mate. I've only just met you. I'm not going to get tickets off you.
It's first time when I've been this season, so I am really looking forward to it.
We got a chat here from
Elijah. Jones isn't good enough, but he knows what it means to play for United. Under Fergie and win titles. Fair point, Elijah. He is.
Yeah.
But the thing is, to know something when you look back at previous calendars, that I think he's one of the few that remains from 2000 and whatever. There was this meme going around where each time somebody left, somebody else got crossed off, and he just kept his face nice and bright. He's the only one who somehow survived, manager after manager.
Same with De Gea. He's still there for Fergie.
But De Gea's playing, and
he's better. Yeah.
He's now over the last few games, especially, he's started to play what the fans have been asking for. Come off your goal line. Don't be afraid. Come and get the ball. Be a sweeper keeper. Get that ball.
Well, we were talking about it on the last show. He's never been told to do that, has he? So how could he show he can do it if he's never been told to do it? Now he's being told and he's showing it.
Different De Gea. I don't recognize my goalkeeper, to be honest.
Yeah, it's good.
And what I said, sorry, Phil. What I said in the other show too. Now we have a solid back 4 line that totally cements that. And Casemiro. There's fuck all for De Gea to do. What do you need? You just need to be a shot stopper. You know what I mean? So
you've got to be ready, haven't you? You've got to be more awake, which is a trait of a goalkeeper. Be alert for any moment that's going to come from nothing. One quick mistake from one defender and suddenly they're through. One through ball, one slip, one glanced header or anything like that. It's about being alert. It's a different sort of goalkeeping from that perspective instead of constantly being on there because your defense ain't going to do anything. You can now start to trust the defense, and we're seeing a solid defense. You're seeing a solid 1 or 2 just in front of them. The players further forward can play forward instead of having to look behind the shoulders all the time.
And Phil, people think all part of our progression. People are forgetting as well, or not taking notice of, how can a keeper come off their line if the defensive line is so deep? There's nowhere to run to. Yeah.
Well,
now that defensive high flyer,
that's what we have. That's why we have Duel. Is we have Sherriff, so you got to stand the line. You know what I mean, folks? So listen, Ayush is back. Thanks, a loyal Ayush. Thank you for coming. He says Barca fans going back into the caves.
Back into Europa League.
Boom.
Come and join us.
Boom. And Juventus as well. Boom.
They've been terrible.
Now, isn't it?
Imagine
it's tougher. I think it's tougher than the Champions League, isn't it?
Probably.
No, I mean, imagine the loss of revenue. It's like, thinking about Barca, they went all in just to go on Champions League, to go to qualify deep.
They went all black and they're going home.
They bought all of these players just to go all in, and then what happens?
You go bankrupt.
Well, the faithful to be decided tonight, right? By me.
That reminds me. I'm going to pop that on actually while you said it.
Yeah,
it's 1-0.
1-0 to who? To Barcelona? Yes?
Bayern.
Bayern won it. So that means that bye-bye Barcelona, and then you will see.
It was bye before the game started.
Yeah, but then now you're seeing now you're seeing Laporta.
It was
going
mathematical impossible before.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
now you see
But
Laporta
now
going
it's just enjoy to watch the tears of the Barca fans.
no, but
Look at
Laporta,
Frankie crying.
Laporta is gone. Now you see me. Now you don't.
Ajax Liverpool as well, isn't it?
Yeah, because of the Inter's win earlier, wasn't it?
I need Ajax to win, actually.
Yeah. Ayush again with a super punch. Like he's on fire today. Chevrolet. Ayush. That's a comment. That is a big one. That's a bomb.
Oh, you could tell he was a massive part of our game plan and Ten Hag's plan, though. Frankie DeJonge, him and Casemiro wasn't his signing. I'm sorry, he wasn't. It was just a panic club signing that needed to get a big name in because he didn't get DeJonge. He didn't want him. He said, "Okay, I'll have Casemiro," but never asked for him. But now we've got him. Imagine Frankie DeJonge. No, well, he wanted him. He never asked for him. You know what I mean? He was all for Frankie DeJonge and his other side. He never asked for Casemiro. Lost out on Frankie DeJonge.
You thought that Casemiro would leave Real Madrid ever?
I think the board asked Ten Hag if he would like to have Casemiro, and he's gone.
Not that clever.
Well, no, I suppose not. But they're clever into getting big names and shirt sellers, though, aren't they? So
Yeah,
I suppose.
I don't think he's purposely went up to the board and went, "I want Casemiro as one of my number one targets."
Wait.
Did he fuck? I can't see that.
Are you ready? We have the regular stalker coming in here.
Oh, here we go. But Phil, it's actually worked out brilliantly if we can still get Frankie DeJonge, because DeJonge and Casemiro is that pair in centre mid. That's something.
Can you imagine that? With Donny and Bruno and Ericsson. Team's starting to form. Even if Frankie doesn't come to United now, because if he does, like I was saying to Mick the other day in a different show, it's got to be the start of the window. It can't be something that's going to go on and on and on. United have either got to say, look, you want a done deal, we want it done now. You're out of the Champions League, just sign him over now. We'll 1st of January make it official, job done. If it's something that's going to drag on, let it go. We can't.
Do you remember though? The board said that in January that they weren't going to do that stuff. They weren't going to be held to ransom. They weren't going to overpay. They're not going to stay in competition. They're not going to keep going for the same player for weeks and weeks. And what did they do? Spent 3 months on Frankie DeJonge, and then overpaid for Anthony, overpaid for Martinez, overpaid for Casemiro.
But I'm going to pause you guys here and throw it back to you again, because at the current situation we have one of the best CDMs. They've been crying out for. That's kind of filling that donut hole that we've been having within McFred, right? Now, I was eyeballing Bellingham yesterday. Mint, right? Mint. Yeah. Would you rather go for a Bellingham, or would you still go chase the skirt of Frankie DeJonge again? Or do you think we're good with Casemiro?
Corfield.
I think the problem is, from my perspective, there's that many suitors who are after Bellingham.
Yep.
There's not that many who are after Frankie DeJonge. There was obviously the rumours about Chelsea and Ted Bolly apparently going, we'll have him, we'll pay same as United. And then if he did say that, he soon found out, actually, no, you can't have him because he's actually not going to get 50 million. Whereas Bellingham, there's that many suitors who are after him, the likes of Real Madrid and that. What does he want? What I want is someone who wants to play for us. And I believe, from what I've heard, only from what I've heard, Frankie DeJonge did want to play for United. Does want to play for United. I'm not sure if it's does or did. And I want someone who wants to play for United. Someone like Martinez, someone like Anthony, someone who is prepared to leave the club that they love to follow this belief of this new build, this new campaign that we're putting together.
Not even love for United necessarily on this occasion, but love for the manager as well, because they're an ex-player of the manager. If they're willing to come here for the manager, they're going to work for the manager just like they'd work for the badge if they wanted to come to the club, if you know what I mean. So I'll take either of those.
I'm telling you, there's no way that Erik ten Hag and Frankie DeJonge didn't have any WhatsApp communication over summer.
Oh, yeah, they were talking all summer.
That's his daddy, basically. That is the guy that brought him up, that taught him everything, that gave him a chance. Yeah. There's no chance he would disrespect the manager. You know what I mean? There's no way. So let's.
He just wanted his money. That's all he wanted.
I mean, Barca is in the mud, definitely financially in the mud. They have to. They signed so many players and deferred the wages, deferred the credits, pushed it forward. Now, if they're not finishing, if they're not qualifying, they have to. There is no
Yep.
other way. Yeah, media is reporting a lot of. I've been quiet on it because I don't want to get involved with it. You know, I got a lot of.
Well,
stick.
I do. I really do.
Yeah, you can take it on. You can take it on. I'm not. People are still tweeting, "Where's Frankie? Where's Frankie?" It's like in Barcelona. Anyway, I don't mind Frankie, but I just don't want to be another obsession, like fan-based obsession, like it was last year.
No,
Let the
it
manager
needs to be done quick.
Oh, yeah, I'm saying let the gaffer decide. Whatever gaffer wants, we just have to support. That's it. What do you reckon,
If we can
Sherman?
only get purchase in the window, though, if we can only get 1 or 2 purchases in this window, I think. See, my money or my hopes are on this Cody Gakpo. Because of what he can do, and if we don't get him while he's ready to join us, then others will. So if it's got to be January or a deal agreed in January, then that's got to be where the money goes.
It will be a
on
deal
him.
agreed in January, probably, Phil.
Yeah,
it will be.
He won't come in January. I can guarantee you
But a
that.
deal agreed, yeah.
But a deal agreed for the summer is.
I'd take that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I want. I just want to know that he's ours, and then if we can spend money on a centre forward, because Martial's in, Rashford isn't firing, Ronaldo's not firing. We need someone who's going to put away the chances that we're creating.
Phil and Mickey could back me up here. From what I've heard from Banks and from Nico and from these other people, they all told me pretty much the same thing. Is that Frankie DeJonge is going to come to us on loan? We're not going to buy him.
Yeah,
on loan.
On loan.
Yeah.
Ruben Neves goes on loan to Barcelona.
All right.
Okay.
with a view for permanent transfer in summer.
We pay the wages for Frankie DeJonge. That's the difference.
Okay. Yeah.
We have him to the summer, and then we have to buy him. Okay, guaranteed buy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cody Gakpo deal for the summer.
Yeah.
Buying probably Frimpong in January.
Ping pong.
As in coming in January, and probably going to buy another striker.
It's done. 2-0 Bayern.
2-0 Bayern. Oh well. But this is what I've been told, Phil. And about Gakpo, it makes so much sense because
it does.
After the World Cup, he's not going to leave PSV in the middle of the season because they're having an amazing season at the moment. They have a chance of winning the Eredivisie with him. So he's going to stay.
We saw Liverpool doing it, didn't we? With a couple of players. Was it Canate and somebody else? They did it with 2 players where they agreed a deal 6-8 months in advance. Everyone knew about it. It was done. That's it.
Yeah.
He's gone. Job done.
Shermanator, can I ask you, Shermanator? Regarding Gakpo, would that not depend on PSV?
The Glazers?
No, I mean PSV on whether are they still in the Champions League or are they going to be relegated or was they only in Europa?
They're in
Are
Europa.
they going to make it through that? Are they going to make it through that group?
They're in Europa. I think they're second. And Arsenal are top of their group.
Yeah, they are. So if they don't make it, then I could see Gakpo coming to us in January.
I will just.
They can't play. So.
I'm trying
to. No, they can now, can't they? The rules changed. They can now, can't they?
Oh, the rules
they can in the Champions League. Yeah, they can in the Champions League. So I assume they can in the Europa League as well.
I keep my ears on the ground with my network and everything, but I haven't heard about this loan deal. But what I know about Gakpo, there was advanced talks in over the summer with PSV and Van Nistelrooy, definitely. But the thing that stopped it was actually Ronaldo staying. So I can definitely see that deal happening in January or summer, right? Regarding Frankie DeJonge, as it looks like now, Bayern are in the mud, right? So will it be in January loan move, as what Shermanator is saying, or will it be a permanent? I think the club wants to buy him permanently, right? Or would you be like an option to buy?
No, it's a permanent move. It's to save.
It's an obligation to buy.
Obligation to buy him.
It's saving transfer funds
then we are cooking.
being used in January for both clubs. For Barcelona, they don't have to buy Neves.
Viewers, what do you think? Drop a message. Ask, what's your opinion on that? Do you think we should loan him with an option to buy? I would say yes, January.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely,
100%.
that is the perfect
That
deal.
means that it's sort of, if we're paying him his full wages, that means he's off the Barcelona wage bill. But however, where is that deferred money? Again, the deferred wages.
Yeah, but if he's still signed for
Yeah.
them, there could be an agreement where it gets all gets built into it at the time while he's on loan or something.
Right.
But they're paying him a lot less, so the money that they save that could actually be part of an agreed final payment or something like that.
Okay.
You know what people seem to be forgetting? People seem to be forgetting though that they all talk about the deferred wages with Frankie.
It's going to be paid at the summer.
Yeah,
It's
but if he refuses to go anywhere and stays at Barca, his wage keeps increasing and increasing and increasing year upon year throughout his contract, right?
Yes.
So that means he could potentially end up being on like 500 grand a week in our money, let's call it pounds a week. So if he's moving from Barca, is he going to come to United for 200 grand a week when he could have stayed at Barca for 500 grand a week? But he would have got in the next 3 years at staying at Barca, or are we just going to give him what he would get in 3 years at Barca and give it him now?
No,
maybe
it gets a bit confusing.
At the end of the day, guys, at the end of the day, this kind of debunks him playing in the Europa, in Champions League. Now they're back into Europa League, so he might as well just come to United and just play for Papa and play with the.
He should have done it last season.
Yeah, definitely.
Because we all knew Barca were going to be in Europa League again this season. They was in it last season. They didn't even make the final. That consisted of Rangers and Frankfurt, for God's sake. I mean, come on, that tells you enough.
Ayush, you're on fire. We can swap Sherriff to Frankie DeJonge, Barcelona. Fine. They will think we are offering Bruno for Frankie.
Yes, Ayush.
Another Penades joke. Bring it on.
Yeah, there's his Fernandez joke.
We are on fire, and so is the
Penades joke. Yeah.
Yeah. Bring it on.
Saying you look like him in Barca will buy you.
So I stayed at home for Halloween when I suddenly hear a knock on my door. I open and I see Penades. I was confused and asking why is he not wearing a costume. He said he doesn't need to. Then I realized that he's a ghost, and I gave him 3 candies. Enjoy the candies, Bruno.
You've been searching that from the moment you stopped the first joke, haven't you? You've been waiting for it.
Yeah,
for 30 minutes. You've been waiting for it.
Big up Elijah for your chat. United was going to pay Frankie 475k per week.
That's crazy money if we were going to pay that.
With bonus.
No, it's true.
It's true.
It's true.
We should be paying that. We should be paying that.
Like I was saying, that's really because that's what he would have been on at Barca if he fulfills his contract, because it keeps increasing each year.
Well,
so we were just going to give him that money.
Now, if he comes, because he denied us in the summer, good luck. You're going to get less.
No, that's the only reason I wouldn't want him, because we need to sort our wage structure out, and that's not going to help.
Don't you think Ten Hag wanted him all along? And when he realized that this is a very complicated deal, he triggered the Casemiro deal.
No, because Mick, come on, be honest. You
just throwing it
and
out
others, but you and others, and me and myself also included, were saying to the final day of the window that he's coming.
It was.
Casemiro was nothing to do with it. So even if Ten Hag said yes, okay, bring me Casemiro, why would they still be pushing for Frankie to the final days of the window and they didn't go for Gakpo? Gakpo was being offered to Southampton for 35 million pounds.
He was going to Leeds.
He was going to leave as well, yeah.
No, he was going to Leeds United.
Leeds, yeah.
That's why I think he's definitely coming. He's got a pre-agreement with United, because he was going to Leeds, then suddenly it collapsed. Eric Ten Hag has the same agent. He's been onto his agent and said, listen, keep Gakpo there. We're having him.
That's it.
Don't let him go to Leeds.
I forgot to tell you that. That deal is easy to make because they got the same agent, right? And then they were already in talks over the summer. It was very advanced. They almost got triggered. So Gakpo, I think that would be easy to do, right? That's my opinion.
Yeah,
regarding
100%.
Frankie, that kind of, yes, I stand. It fell through by the last minute. Nobody knows. Even the agents and the intermediates that was involved didn't get what they wanted. And money is involved. Everyone wants to get paid. Club
personal terms were agreed as well with Frankie. Personal terms were agreed.
He was in London together with the Memphis Depay. There were no wedding. It's bullshit. No. And then at the end of the day, Barcelona decided to keep the players to go all in Champions League, and that's it. And look where we are now. So let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see. We're not here to talk about Barcelona, gents. So you know what? Ayush again coming like, you're on fire today, Ayush. I think Frankie DeJonge comes when Danny van der Beek is done at United.
Nah, I don't agree with that.
No.
That's also why
I think I missed the beginning of the conversation, didn't he? Just going to say, Ayush, I think you missed the beginning of the show. We were talking about Donny in a fair bit of depth at the beginning. We were saying about how Ten Hag's come out and said you're going to see a whole new Donny sort of thing. Could even be as early as tomorrow. They've been working hard behind the scenes to get him fit, to get him ready to fit in with the team, into gel. And he said we're going to see the best that we've seen of him, sort of thing. Yep. He's got no intention of getting rid of him. David Lavelle said in another show a couple of weeks ago that he's got big plans for him and he's staying.
Absolutely.
There's no way he's going. We're trying to strengthen the squad. We're not trying to weaken it. We've got to build a squad team starting 11 because that's where we've let ourselves down in the past. We've had good players and then we've not had good depth.
No, I stated that in a tweet also that Erik ten Hag said he's got big plans for Frankie. No, not Frankie, but the Donny. So he's a big part of his squad. He's just waiting for him to get fit. He's slowly getting him back into fitness. So, yeah.
I'm just going to throw this out there because I didn't put the pieces together before when you was talking about everything Erik ten Hag saying about Donny. And then because we got onto Frankie, it's made me put two pieces together here now. Does he know that Frankie DeJonge deal is not happening and that's why now he's throwing all in on Donny?
Nah, Donny's always been part of his plan.
Yeah.
But then if you've got Donny, Casemiro, Frankie, Donny, Eriksen, and Bruno,
squad depth.
Then even if we sell Fred, where does Donny come into it? Because if Donny's not playing CM, he's not going to play Cam because Bruno's there. Eriksen might play Cam.
Can I answer your question?
Eriksen is old. He's not going to be playing for the next 3 years. Donny and Frankie will be. Yeah. Donny and Frankie will be.
I can only answer your question.
It's just weird to see United planning ahead. You know what I mean? You're not used to that.
What we've seen so far, we are 14 games in the Premier League. What we've seen so far is that he's tend to utilize certain players for certain games, like Sir Alex Ferguson. He's always talking about using weapons, right? So he's got a plan for Donny, 100%, because it's a long season. We literally playing 3 weeks from now. We're playing 3 games in a week, 2-3 games in a week. So it's all about rotation at the end of the day. Come January, you will have a fully fit squad, full of weapons.
If no one's injured in the World Cup.
Yeah.
And that's a big if because this World Cup is
even the statement. If you go back in the timeline when I was talking about the quotation from him saying the youth, the Palestri, those kind of things. Yeah.
Not used. Liverpool have just scored, sorry.
Yeah. It's what the, but I mean, no, but okay, so I'm happy.
Wait, Mick, does that mean that Nottingham Forest is better than Ajax?
Well, I like Nottingham Forest. There's nothing wrong. Their manager is awesome.
Yeah, they're playing Football Manager, buying 20 players this summer. It's like, how?
I was going to say something about keeper, but I'm probably not allowed on here. So,
okay, we're not going to dive into. We know. Listen. Where do we stand on tomorrow with Sherriff? I mean, knowing that we've been firing blanks recently, we've been shooting a lot, not hitting the targets. Hitting the net. At the end of the day, the game is not played on paper; it's played by result. How the ball hits the net, like rattles the net. You know what I mean? Phil, philosophy.
Yes.
You prepared something for us today, haven't you?
Well, nothing too much really. Just
do you want to go over it?
Usual research.
Should we go over it?
Yeah,
let's go over it.
Yeah.
Let's see people who is in jail, who gets a jail out card. This is Mr. Football Philosophy. Let's go.
Have you got it lined up? There we go. Right. Okay.
Oh, wait a minute.
I did think. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. There we are.
About Martial. I did think Martial was going to be back, so that has messed my lineup a little bit. This was done yesterday, just to confirm, well ahead of the team news coming out. So messed me up a little bit. Really, you've kind of caught me out, but I've gone with Elanga on the right wing because I think Ten Hag, when Anthony first came in, he was very keen to play him whether he looked tired or not. apart from him being our best option, he wanted to bed him into the team, get him used to the pace of the Premier League and everything else, and getting used to the team, in my opinion.
Don't agree with him.
You don't think he's...
No, I don't agree with you that he didn't want to throw him straight into the team. I don't agree with that.
No, I didn't say that. I said he needed to keep him in the team because
I thought you were saying he would have preferred to bed him in slowly. I thought that's what you were saying.
No. I was saying the opposite. I was saying exactly the opposite. I'm saying he wanted to bed him in quickly. He wanted to give him the chance. There was a couple of games where he looked a little bit shaky where, he still got his goal against Arsenal, but, and people say, oh, he's amazing. But actually...
I didn't hear the quickly, that's why.
Yeah, he didn't.
I said he wanted to bed him in.
Game against Arsenal, but he scored his goals and he got his 3 in a row, which gave him the confidence. And he's played well. He's got up and down the wings really well. And I just think seeing Elanga for the short little cameo appearance against Chelsea the other night, I think we might see him possibly on the left. It depends whether he thinks Sancho is looking burnt out or he needs more time to find his feet. I can't work out what it is. But Sancho is at the moment not firing as well as the rest of the team. He's making moments, but not enough across the 90 minutes in a game. So, is it better to bring him up? Maybe put Elanga on the left
or Garnacho, maybe
Rashford up
would
front.
You not?
Don't know.
Would you not rather see Garnacho over Elanga?
I would love to.
Well, I said to Mick the other day, as I say, this was based on Martial being back.
No, I mean it won't happen. But I'd rather see Garnacho over Elanga any day at the minute.
I want to see Garnacho. There's got to be a reason why Ten Hag hasn't been bringing him on. Either he doesn't trust him, or he sees a mistake in him, or he doesn't want him to be thrown to the bus if a mistake happens or something. I think he's waiting for like a 2 or 3-0 lead, and then he can go, right, go on, get on. Let's see what you can do to finish off. And it doesn't matter if you make a mistake because it'll be 3-1 or if you shoot and it doesn't go in, it's 3-0, that kind of thing. I think he's just waiting to take the pressure off that he's had him, Iqbal, and who's the other police they've had on the bench for the last 2 or 3 games. So there's certainly a suggestion that if he needs to use them, he will. He's obviously seen
I think he would have done it a long time ago if we could actually finish games off, but we can't. So he's not been able to do it.
No, I think he wants to first secure, like if we're 2-0, 3-0 up, then you.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah. But our team is not doing that for him, either. Because let's face it, we don't want to be playing our strongest team in the Europa League against Sherriff and teams like that. We shouldn't need to. But we put ourselves in danger now where we're going to finish second and we're going to have an extra qualifier to play then in January to even get out of the Europa League. We've already got a postponed game with Leeds. We've got a postponed game against Leeds as well in January. We've screwed ourselves up. He would have played the younger ones or his second team if we hadn't have messed it up so early.
And that game in January could now be against Juve or Barca.
Yeah.
or others,
bring it on. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I want to see that actually.
It's just an extra game, but do you know what I mean?
To be fair, I kind of want to see Barca. I kind of want to see us against Barca.
Bring it on, Barca. Yeah.
As long as we win. Just
after we sign Frankie, I'll know.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right, yeah.
First get Frankie, then we put Barca. Then we give him the finger, right?
Definitely.
I think Malacia will get a chance at left back again. I think he obviously made a couple of mistakes. I think he's brought Shaw in to shore up the defence, excuse the pun. I think Malacia, I think he will be given his chance again in Europe.
Yeah.
I think Rashford will start up front now that I've heard that Martial's out. So I am going to make a slight change to what's on the screen. And on the left, either Elanga on the left and Anthony on the right, or Elanga on the right, and I'd love to see Garnacho on the left.
Yeah, we don't know yet. This is very unpredictable.
We need Johnny and Garnacho, not McTominay and Elanga.
No, I mean,
do you think you'll see Donny tomorrow then?
I think so. I think he'll start.
If Ten Hag is saying he's fit, then I don't think he'll start. He'll either get 20 minutes at the end, or he will start and he'll be coming off at half time. Just try and get the fitness back up.
Yeah. Are you saying he wants Barca? Fair enough.
Do you think instead of Eriksen, Donny?
Yeah. I think actually Odoni fits there.
It's a very difficult one. I mean, kudos for Phil for doing this one. We were discussing this afternoon. I couldn't make up my mind. If it was a Premier League game, yeah, I would say no further changes. The same team, except barring Sancho out. Sancho's definitely out. It's just who will play the left wing. Will be seeing that Elanga came in the last 10 minutes and did a good job. He skipped past skipped past a few and got who fouled him at the end of the day. He was almost through. Yeah. So he's on form. So that shows you that whoever comes in are hungry. Maguire.
I'm a big fan of Ayush. He says try Ericsson at 10. Big fan of that.
Yeah, but
Aaron Van
are we going to see it?
No.
I don't think we're going to see it.
I don't see Aaron Van Bissaka going. I think he's going to go line up strong. I think exactly what Elias said.
Yeah.
Ten Hag will go out strong tomorrow. Yeah, because of Sociedad are 3 points ahead, and we have to play. Don't seem to do many changes.
We only need a draw to go through. It's simple as that. But the thing is, we should remember that last season Sherriff played Real Madrid and beat them 2-0. So they've got it within them, and they've scored 8 goals in the last 2 games. One being a 6-0 win.
But this is what we're talking about, Phil. Yes, we can qualify, as in we can finish second. But our problem is that qualifier then in January. We need to finish first, and that is why he's always going to play pretty much his strongest team every time in the Europa League. I've been saying it for weeks. He needs to. Go on.
Kalimera, Nicolas. We have a Monia fan in the stream, actually.
Monia, fans best in Europe.
Kalimera. Abkharisto Parakalo. Very good.
Nicholas, do you think Ammonia can beat Sociedad?
Nick, please get back, Nick. Can you beat Sociedad?
What prediction do you have against Sociedad?
Come on, Nick. Give us an answer. Can Ammonia beat Sociedad? Sociedad.
Sociedad.
How about that for $1? Well done, boys. So, did we debunk who stays in jail or who gets a free jail card here?
We did Ericsson.
Ericsson will have a.
If Donny's back, we'll probably see that, and he's willing to start, and we'll swap him for Ericsson.
Would you start somebody that hasn't had a game time for a long time, or would you start him on the bench and come in at the second? I think you
either start him and then pull him off, or pull him off.
No, I mean,
you either start him and take him off, or he comes on for the last 20.
Liverpool is 1-0 up. No, I go with Elijah here. What he was saying, I think, logically speaking, I think he will go up strong. Right, he will start strong to get a head start. If we are 1 or 2-0 up, he will then go okay, in with you, Donny, in with you, Garnacho, etc., etc.
It's just if we can get 1 or 2, 3-0 up, that's the problem.
Barcelona bite wrong. Yeah, they brought Lewandowski, and he was so happy.
Why? Who scored for Barca then? Who scored for Barca then? Who's the new striker that they should have bought?
Probably,
he just said they bought the wrong striker.
Probably Mane. He means they should have bought Mane.
Nah, surely not. He's been poor.
Well, Mane's been poor.
Yeah,
Mane scored again tonight.
Mane just scored.
But he's been off form, Mane, the last couple of weeks. That's what I've been seeing. He pulled up trees when he first went there, and then he had a bit of a dry spell and that.
Because he's playing as a striker, not on the left wing.
No, I just want to say big up, Phil, for your analysis. I did the graphics. You just gave me your lineup, and your score prediction is a little bit baffling for me. I'm usually the Mr. Positive guy, the Mr. Optimistic. But you went 4-0. What's your reason?
I've gone 4-0 this time. I've gone 4-0. I think, like I said at the beginning of the show, I think the floodgates are going to open. I think they need to soon. We are creating the chances. There's a lot of people with something to prove. Rashford knows that he's been making some great runs. He's making the right moves. He's just letting him down. That first touch where he came up against Kepa.
Yeah.
You know, maybe should have just touched it a bit sooner. Just took a first-time shot instead of taking one extra touch. A few little moments like that where he's just taking one touch too many. Just needs to put a few goals away. Ronaldo, if he gets to come on, or I can't see him starting after what's going on. If he gets to come on with 15, 20 minutes to go and gets a chance to prove himself, he'll be really hungry to get his name back in lights. I just think that Bruno's starting to hit a bit of form as well. And I'd love to see Eriksen get a goal, but that's even if he starts. We've been, you know, Donny can get a goal. Whoever plays that position, a goal from them as well.
So I think Eriksen starts and Donny will come on for 10 minutes at the end.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we need to go with our strongest lineup. I mean, when I was messaging Mick earlier,
9-0. Go on, Ayush. 9-0 United.
It's not Southampton, is it?
Do I even dare to go in with my score prediction? I'm usually the one that gets stick for like being very positive, right? No, I go modest 3-0. I do believe there's going to be goals. I do believe we're going to keep a clean sheet. Depends on who starts. Varane is obviously not starting. He's out with a muscle strain. Godspeed his recovery. But still, Lindelof has proven, like, you know, whoever comes in playing next to Martinez is doing a great job. I think, you know, we've seen time and time again, players that come in, they know the purpose, they know the role, and they are hungry to play. So I have no doubts that I think that's number 2 centre back is Lindelof in the pecking order. I don't believe that Harry Maguire, he's far behind in the
He's took the captaincy off Maguire now, hasn't he? Bruno is the captain now.
What does he say?
Officially?
Officially, but unofficially.
Right,
as in, I'm sure something came out today, I think it was, that Ten Hag has now said Bruno is his captain rather than Maguire. Something like that. I don't know how true it is.
I think he said he'll play the players that will fight for the team.
Yeah, there's been a few little subtle sly implications and digs towards Maguire, and
I picked up on something he said the other week as well, actually.
Yeah, so I think Bruno is the new club captain now, but unofficially until the end of the season at least, probably.
Ayush, who is Aisha?
If Maguire comes on, he'll still give him the armband, though, won't he?
Oh God, don't.
He would do, because that's what a captain would do, you know.
Yeah. I can't believe he takes it for 30 seconds at the end. It's just pointless.
Ayush, Jill, I'm trying to debunk your tweet, not tweet, but chat. Mick, you must add iShopped to our.
Oh, iShow Speed to your squad. He's got some great knowledge of football in United. He has absolutely no knowledge whatsoever about football, let alone United. He doesn't even know who the manager is of United. iShow Speed. Ignore him. Ignore Ayush on this one.
I would just say that
he's a good guy. But...
Buffering means buffering, like no knowledge. All right.
It's because Sherriff is googling his next Penades joke or something. That's why.
Where's the Penades joke number 3? Give me your best. Hit me with your best shot.
I'm gonna give you a Penaldo.
Oh God.
Okay. I was studying in Turin and my professor told me I had to use pens only. I looked in my bag for pens and they were all gone. I looked at the surveillance footage and saw that Cristiano Penaldo stole all my pens. I was fuming. Shame on you, Penaldo.
Oh my God.
I think
shame on you, Shermanator.
Perminator.
I think the best one was the traffic ticket one was like, you know.
There's so many.
Oh, boys. Listen, how's your skills around the squad, by the way? You know, should we do this? We don't have much time. We 53 minutes streamed. And I prepared a little bit of a quiz. Do you want to do that or not? Who's got a cat?
Yeah, that's my puppy.
Oh, I love cats. Anyway, I just forgot about this one. If you go to United side, there's a quiz about players. You can choose, you know, you have what's your knowledge about Christian Eriksen? You have quiz about Tyrell Malacia. You have quiz about Lisandro Martinez, or vintage Bruno Fernandez, or Penades, or, you know, Martial, De Gea. Anything.
To be fair, I was rushing, so I ended up with just the United one off their quizzes.
I'm going to
general
challenge
United one.
somebody. I'm going to challenge somebody. Oh, Shermanator. I'm going to challenge you. Which one are you
Oh,
going to pick?
fuck. Let's go.
Let's go. Which one do you pick? Bruno.
Not the one you put in the DMs before, Shermanator.
Martial, I pick.
No.
Tony. Yes. Let's go,
Yes,
You got-
Tony.
All right. Let's start the quiz. Drum roll, please. People.
Oh, what could it be?
I bet he gets 5 out of 5. I can guarantee it. I'll put my house on it.
Past that to Young. Martial, cross comes Skirtle. He'll take a little short.
Third.
Martial, great skill, Martial!
Oh!
What a debut!
It's third. It was the third one.
Scores!
Okay. Your young Maciej Kovar.
Sparta Prague.
Fuck me. You know.
He
This.
went out in the summer.
Following the recent debut of Casemiro.
Cleberson.
What?
Mick, do you not read your DMs, mate?
Oh,
Jesus
this is
Christ.
hard.
The Reds are set to make the trip to Moldova this week to face Sherriff, Tiraspol in the Europe, which was our last away game against the competition back in
Look at him.
Milan.
Was it Milan, Roma, or Granada?
Milan.
Milan?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. United women will kick off.
2-0.
What?
The
2-0.
United women won 2-0.
I didn't even read the
Saturday.
question, mate.
They won
Mick, you don't
2-0
need to because he's already bloody done it. He's already done it. You don't need to read them.
Oh, Jeff.
Done
Out
the
of
quiz
line.
already. We still got one wrong.
I got
It's
one
in the
wrong.
DMs. He did it. He's already done it before the show, man.
I had to get one wrong, to make it seem like I didn't know everything.
Shut
Well, you've
up.
been there already.
Of course he has.
Women's League.
Women's League. Who's next? Ryan?
Big fan of the Women's League, ain't you, Shermanator?
Which one? Do you
Yeah,
want,
Alex
Ryan?
Toon.
Go on, mate. What?
Which one do you take?
Out of?
You got.
Can I pick my own quiz as well? Like Shermanator did. Picked the one that he already knows the answers to.
Yeah. Do you
Well,
not?
I'll tell you what, Mick, I haven't done any of these, and I'll pick Fernandez then.
Fernandez.
Go to Phil.
With a popular request. Let's do Penades with popular request. Okay. You ready, Phil?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, start the quiz. Happy birthday, Bruno Fernandez. How old was the Portuguese today?
He burst into the box from this position a few minutes ago, and United construct this well. Gallo, down for Fernandez. What a finish that is!
Get in.
Well, Manchester United toiled in the first half.
How old was he?
But they started the second far brighter, and a spark of brilliance from Bruno.
28. What did you say?
Here at St Mary's, it's 1-0. Was it Marcus Rashford that played the?
Can't hear you, Mick, with that audio.
Okay. So happy birthday, Bruno.
Options?
No, there's more. Scroll down. Yeah.
26, 28, 30.
28.
28? Are you sure? All right. Are you sure?
No, I think it's 26. Actually.
Yeah?
I'm going 28. 20.
He's not 30.
28.
Yeah.
28.
Go with your gut, mate.
Okay, go gut.
28.
20. All right. As a United player, Bruno scored the most goals, 6th against which opponent? Villa, Brighton, Everton, or Leeds?
That's
All right.
actually hard.
I'll go with Villa.
Villa. Aston Villa. I think it's Leeds, actually.
Leeds.
Okay. How many Sir Matt Busby Players of the Year awards has Fernandez won? 1, 2, or 3? Du-du-du-du-dun. Du-du-du-du-du. Hey, Bruno, here I am. I'm the man on the scene. Yes? 1, 2, or 3?
2.
2. Okay. 2. Great shot, young lang. You're beyond for 2. Hey. Which teammate has Fernandez played 110 games with and more than another player?
Which teammate has Fernandez played 110 games with?
And more than any other players. De Gea, Captain Harriet, Marcus Rashford, or Fred, the pastor? The pasteur. It's easy.
That's got to be easy.
De Gea.
It's going to
Let him decide.
choice, isn't it? Go with De Gea.
Yeah, there's logic. De Gea started every game.
Hey.
In Tottenham, This is my favorite free kick.
Bruno's name.
Look. He's got to dink it over to Marshall. No. What a beauty.
Bruno's back. Oh, Bruno Fernandez with a fantastic free kick.
Yeah, he hasn't scored since then, a free kick. So
I swear you just said Bruno Penades then.
they do. They say Penades, mate.
In total, how many involvements, goals plus assists has Bruno registered from 132 United appearances so far? 71, 81, 81.
Jesus, he's played a lot of games for us.
Ooh.
I know.
You have a look at the results.
2 out of 5. Do you want to see the answers?
Yeah, go on.
All right. So he's actually 28. Correct.
Leeds.
Yeah, so you got it right.
Yeah.
It wasn't Leeds. It was probably Brighton.
I said correct answer was Leeds. I said Leeds because I know Leeds.
Yeah.
2. Yeah, that's fine.
Harry
Correct
Maguire.
answer. Maguire.
See,
Oh,
I was saying
Oh.
this when you were saying it's an obvious answer. I was thinking that De Gea was out for a while.
and 91 registered so far. So it's more.
Jesus, the guy's a beast.
Very impressive.
Right. So basically, the only person that's registered a score on this quiz is Phil
Yeah.
because he's not Sherminator.
Nah.
This is a false score, man.
All right.
Nah.
All right. Niall, your turn. Which one are you going to pick?
Well, either way, I beat Sherminator because this is void. So, go with. Is there a Ronaldo one? Is there a Ronaldo one?
There is.
Go on then. Go George Best.
I'm going to go George Best.
Yeah, I won't have a clue. I'm not old enough, but I'll still beat Sherminator, so it's fine.
Okay. You ready?
4 out of 5,
The
mate.
legend.
Yeah.
Bestie, the legend. Let's go. The beast. How old was George Best when he made his United debut on 14 September 1963? Was he 16, 17, 18, or 19?
19.
19. Okay. Who was opposition that day? Who was our opposition on that day on Old Trafford? Was it Wolves, Aston Villa, Birmingham City, or West Brom? That means on his debut.
West Brom.
West Brom. You know,
No idea.
Okay. That match was the first of how many total Reds appearances for Mr. Best? Mr. Beast. 470, 480, 490, or 500?
470.
470. I know somebody that would know this.
Not me.
In 1968 European Cup final, which of United's goal was scored by the Northern Irishman? First, second, third, or fourth?
Second.
Great shot. In which year was United Trinity statue of Old Trafford featuring Best, Charlton, and Law unveiled? 2006, 7, 2008, 2009.
2008.
Rightio. You got 4 out of freaking 5, man.
Yeah.
Wow, just
You
like
know
me.
You're the best.
Yeah, but mine was legit.
Mine was legit as well.
So which one?
I'll screenshot them DMs later.
He
Try and
did
find
it
them.
when he was 17. I knew that. But you know what? You're simply the best. Better than
I can't believe I managed to fluke all the way through that. I'm not old enough for him, man.
Guess them all.
Oh my god. Yeah. Cool. We all done.
I love that, seeing as I got that many.
Yeah.
I was dreading it.
Listen, that was good vibe. That was
I'm
good
going
show.
to have to go soon, mate.
Yeah,
we're
about to
we're
finish.
all,
We're about to wrap up. We've done all the score predictions. We've done the lineups.
By the way, I'm going to say 3-1 for my score prediction.
Yeah, we didn't cover yours. Hit 3-1. Yeah.
No.
You still will leak one.
Yeah, purely because Varane's out.
Yeah. Quickly.
Otherwise, it'll be 3-0.
It will slip under the legs.
That's actually a good shout because Varane's out.
Sherms, what's your score prediction?
Well, it depends who's the striker. This has always been, I've told you this in every game before Newcastle, before Spurs, before it depends who the striker is. If Ronaldo's playing there and Ronaldo's actually, look, I'm just going to say one thing. Ten Hag is either going to be called a masterman or a disaster man. In one way, if Ronaldo comes back and he scores on all fronts, forget Sherriff. Let's say we're playing Villa, right? And then he scores like 3 against Villa as well. Then everyone's going to be like, look, he did it good. He sent Ronaldo home. He put him out. He put him in the quiet spot. He brought him back. And look, Ronaldo's back. He's a masterman. But if Ronaldo comes back and he's shit, then everyone's going to say it's your fault. Ten Hag, he pulled him out. He made him lose his confidence even more. So this is the situation at the moment. And I actually think that Ronaldo's. I've seen the pictures of him training. I've heard the press conference. Ten Hag wouldn't lie. He wouldn't be like saying everything's good if everything's good. So I think actually Ronaldo's going
to.
I don't know. He has said that Ronaldo was a big part of his plans, and he hasn't been. So would you lie?
Ronaldo will score. Look at he just froze with a big smile. He's about to say Ronaldo's going to score. I think so. Yeah. No,
even the camera knew it weren't going to happen, so it just freezed him out.
Listen, I agree with Standish. The floodgate's going to open. I'm absolutely 100% sure. It will be 3-0, 4-1, or whatever. So. On that note, Phil, you're going for the game tomorrow, right?
I am, yeah. Look forward to it,
yeah. So
tomorrow, Ronaldo's going to score.
I think tomorrow, like I said, if he's playing as a proper in and out striker as in Ivan Toney, someone that doesn't have to go to the wings to get the ball, someone that doesn't have to, make movements that aren't his job. He's not a midfielder. He's not a winger. He's a striker at the moment. If he wants to play winger,
the problem.
If he wants
We've
to play
not
winger,
created the chances for him, have we? He's had to come and make them. But now we're creating all these chances. He should be in the team theoretically.
The thing is, when he played, he doesn't let us create the chances as well for him because he's always coming for the ball. He always wants
because he doesn't believe we're good enough to do it.
Exactly. He doesn't trust. He doesn't trust the squad, and Ten Hag knows that. And also, that's one of the reasons Ten Hag hasn't played him before the antics at Spurs. Ten Hag knew if he played against Spurs, he wouldn't give the ball to certain players, and it wouldn't work, especially with Fred playing there in the midfield. I think tomorrow Ronaldo plays. He scores 2 goals. Mark my words, he's going to score 2 goals. Even though I'm his probably biggest hater of Ronaldo, he's going to score 2 goals. He's going to shut us all.
I can finish.
And he's done again.
I can finish his sentence there to say that I think he learned his lesson. He came back. He apologized to his teammate. He had a think about it, and he's going to play it on the pitch. He's got a point to prove.
I can't see him playing.
Sure. I just finished off. I'm not your twin brother, man, but I'm just finishing off your sentence because we got to go soon. But Fahim Faisal, big up, mate. You're always there on the chats. You're always there tweeting. You going with a conservative 2-0. Finally, somebody that's
going with the win.
I'm giddy. I buy that for $1. We're gonna shoot the Sherriff tomorrow, for sure. Sherms, you froze.
Yeah, it's the internet. Thank God we're finishing. Anyway, I was saying it's going to be 4-1, in my opinion, because we're going to concede probably unless, Lindelof and Martinez have an amazing game together with Malacia. I think I saw Bissaka back in training as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think maybe Bissaka starts ahead of Duel to save him for the Premier League game.
Not for me.
It's his decision. Do I play Duel, who's been playing all the time and hasn't had a minute rest, or do I play Bissaka, who's just come back and he knows how to defend?
It makes sense, but I think he just has to go with his strongest team, and he will do, because we need to not finish second. We need to finish top of that table.
All right.
Well, wait till tomorrow, but I'm going with 4-1. I think
tomorrow
we'll score a lot of goals tomorrow.
Standish is going to the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he texted me like, I got some free tickets. And it's like I was getting on looking for flight tickets straight away.
Not free tickets. I've not got free tickets. I've got tickets.
I thought it was
£2,000 each. He took ideas from the Glazers.
pay him, Mick. You want to go? Pay him.
Nah, it's Glazers out for me. Green and gold until we sold.
100%.
100%. I just hope that there's banners will be out, the cameras is there because it's the biggest stage. It's been consistent from Sky Sports, whatever is broadcasting, the whole world is seeing it. The fans has been manipulated in shouting Glazers out, singing the songs, keep doing what you're doing. That's about it.
Even if Sky are muting it,
it has to
keep going. Keep going.
It has to go. It has to go. The Super League, they're apparently saying they're not in it, but again, this is the Barcelona, the Reals, the poor clubs pushing for it, the ones in the financial tatters. We Premier League. We don't need the Super League. We are the Super League. Don't you agree?
Yeah, 100%.
I'll
tweet you something I saw the other day on that as well. I don't know if you've seen it, so I'll tweet it. You're in TV, man.
But what I'm saying that we are attracting the best managers. Even Unai Emery is coming back. Big up, right? He's coming back to Villa, right?
Bad move for me, but
so everyone is coming, and who wants to play in Serie A? Boring. I'm sorry if we have Italian fans here, but
Conte, when he gets sacked from Spurs, he'll be back there.
Conte.
Yeah. He'll be back in Italy.
Mama, I want your pasta. Hey, I don't like
it. I could see Tuchel going to Italy as well because he plays that kind of football. So I could see him going there.
But gents, thanks for a cracking show. You've been great deputies. I think I did a very bad, how be damn. How about that for $1? Sheriff.
Hey, you're better at them accents than your own, mate. So keep going.
I don't know if we do have any Southern Texans, please rate my comments. I try my best, shoot. We're gonna shoot the sheriff tomorrow.
It's not bad. Your Manc was okay. Your Manchester accent was okay. Before that, you tried as well.
You're right.
All right.
Mingin. Yeah.
All right, I'll take it back. Never mind.
He's
you
going to get
it
the
last
bus.
time, then.
He needs the bus.
You can try my slang, Manchester slang, right? Mingin is something that's really foul, right?
I mean, I don't think I've used the word minging since I was in high school, about 16 years ago or something.
I'm out of date then.
Yeah.
Right, I gotta go.
All right.
Yeah, me too, mate.
Thanks for everyone that's streaming in. You can always come back.
Thanks to seeing
the
you
stream.
all.
Yeah, come back, share this video. It's been a cracking show. A little bit different. We did a little bit of a quiz. We did some interactive lineups. Phil got 4-0. We got 4-1. I got 3-0. I don't know.
3-1.
3-1.
Let's go.
Let's go, people. Let's go.
Thanks
Let's
for
see
your
you
comments.
tomorrow. Yeah?
Thanks for your time.
All right. Don't forget Glazes out.
Of Mick Ruby and Realist TV.
Anyway, cunts, adios, I'm out of here.